crazy. It's like, you know, you just go back to a different world almost.
A stroll through the halls of Grand Island High School is a walk down memory lane for Alex Neutz.
Sometimes it seems like just yesterday. It's a weird feeling. I don't know.
When he graduated in 2009, Neutz was the definition of the big man on campus. He was a straight-A student, a popular classmate, and a superstar athlete. His school records in football still stand.
As the career records for the school, 25 career receiving touchdowns.
But on this night,
I'll let you tell the rest, but okay. Give him
as a crowd gathers in the auditorium to hear the now 26-year-old speak,
what's up, man?
The focus is not on football. Instead, Neutz is using his story.
It's the most terrifying part of it.
To provide a familiar face to mental health issues and the opioid epidemic.
Hated myself, hated my life, didn't want to live anymore. I think from an outside looking in perspective, you know, a lot of people would say I was a kid who had everything, so to speak, you know. I had a great family. You know, I got A's in school, pretty much straight A's. Athletically, you know, I was always, you know, the star football player.
But behind the smile and all the success was a young man battling severe anxiety and bouts of depression.
I was never satisfied, never happy. I never congratulated myself for what I did accomplish.
Even when he found out he had earned a Division I scholarship to UB.
You know, what kid in their right mind is second-guessing getting a Division I scholarship?
Despite his unhappiness and a nagging back injury from high school, Neutz immediately turned heads at UB, and in 2011 was looking to build on an MVP performance. Alex Neutz. When everything changed.
9th game of the season, broke my wrist against Miami, Ohio. Had to get surgery a couple days later, and that's kind of when, you know, they said, here's some painkillers. It numbed the wrist, it numbed my back, but it also numbed the depression and anxiety, and it kind of just put me in my own little world where, you know, I was like, wow, like I'm happy.
Time would pass, and the wrist would heal, but Alex was already on a slippery slope.
I wasn't taking my script anymore, but, you know, other guys on the team who had surgery, they didn't need them. They weren't taking them, so, you know, they gave me some of theirs.
His painkiller use continued through his junior into his senior season, and while Neutz was leading the Bulls to tremendous success on the field, off of it, things were spiraling out of control.
I was taking them 6 out of 7 days of the week.
He wants Neutz. Even with painkillers in the background, Neutz still put together a celebrated career, enough to earn him a shot at the NFL. Signed as a free agent by the Cincinnati Bengals, he was cut shortly thereafter, and now forced to deal with life after football, he hit rock bottom.
I woke up and I was like, I'm either gonna die or commit suicide, or I need to go to rehab. How do you tell your parents you're a drug addict?
After years of hiding his addiction, Neutz finally made his desperate cry for help, asking a friend to reach out to his parents, and his family responded.
On my 25th birthday was when they had a little intervention at the house, just me, my mom, and dad. And, you know, they're like, it's okay, we know. And it was kind of just, the weight of the world was lifted off my chest. You know, watching them play.
Now 26, Alex is on the path to recovery. He's been sober for more than 500 days and goes to counseling twice a week. A big part of his journey, opening up for the first time publicly about his issues on social media. The post instantly went viral, and while it shared his story, it also made a promise.
I promise that I am not alone, and anyone who feels this way, I'm fighting this battle with you. You mean that?
Yeah, I meant every word of it. That's why I'm out in the community now. I'm speaking at local high schools, speaking to teams.
I welcome Alex Neutz.
On this night, Alex returned to his alma mater a new man with a fresh outlook.
Addiction, mental illness, depression, anxiety, this stuff does not discriminate.
How much different is Alex Neutz today than you were?
Oh, it's crazy. But this is the first time I'm doing something I'm extremely passionate about. I'm doing it for myself and hoping to help others in the process.